Hey guys, welcome. welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And I just want you guys to know, I apologize for going on so late. I know I said 8:30. I'm horrible with keeping times and stuff. Like, you know, I'm going to go live every day at 8:30. I'm horrible at that. But I have to get back into it. I really do, because if I ever want my channel to grow, I got to be there at the same time every day. So I'm really going to try for 8:30. But today I had to drop this kid off. I had to drop that kid off. I had to pick up this kid and I had to pick up this kid. So that's why I'm late, and I had to get work done, and I'm doing labels and boxing orders, and so that's why I'm on so late. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even going to go on tonight, but I also promised you guys I'd go on every night. But I was just listening to all these different streams tonight, and I was getting so aggravated. I was like, that's it. I'm going live. I got to get this off my chest. I got to discuss it because nobody else is, and I think it needs to be. So, welcome subs, members, Patreons. Don't forget, though, we started this month off really, really good with members. We're going to be doing another $100 giveaway. I'm going to do it every month as long as I meet a certain amount of members. And last month was the first month, so we said 20. And this month, because the first day we got so many, we bumped it up to 100. So I already got 60. So we only need 40 more for the rest of the month to do the $100 box giveaway. So we need 40 more members by the end of the month. So you guys have some time. That's only like 10 members a week. So that's pretty good. So again, let me say hi, members, Patreons, future members, future Patreons, former members, former Patreons. Avery, I was wondering, because I thought you were a member. Hey, Rachel, I thought you were a member. And that's why I'm like, I could have sworn Avery was a member. I was going to say something to you, like, how come you're not a member? Because people that I know personally, I'm like, why aren't you a member? So I feel comfortable saying it to you, and I was going to say it to you. Hey, Lacey. So where should we start? Should we start with Ashton stuff? Should we start with the Dylan Round stuff? You guys tell me, where do you want to begin? Because I got kind of big news on Ashton, and Dylan is more, I don't understand it. So you guys give me a 1 if you want me to start with Dylan. Give me a 2 if you want to start with Ashton. Ah, that's why. Okay, Avery. Ashton. I knew you'd say that. MJ, you might win by lack of nobody else answering. Two, 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 1, 1, 2, 2. We got a lot of 2s. All right, we got a lot more 2s. All right, so we're going to start with Ashton. Big news. The mother sent this to me today. I was heartbroken. Heartbroken. And let me also say, anytime you read something, do not get fooled with expedited, like pay $10 and you'll get a, pay $10 for fast shipping or whatever. No. She's not getting the watch until the 5th, according to the shipping receipt. So I said to her, I don't understand it. We paid $10 for, expedited. So I called the company. Well, yeah, it's expedited from their manufacturer. So they get it out to you the next day, but they have no control over shipping. So for future reference, if they're asking you to pay money for, 1 to 2 days, that's only 1 to 2 days to get it out of their shipment, out of their manufacturing plant. It has nothing to do with the time of shipping. So just so you know, don't get fooled. It's kind of like those, what are they called? I'm getting there, Lucas. Relax. It's kind of like like warranted or whatever, you know, like extended warranties. I'm like, wow. They LOL me too, Ashton. Yeah, Ashton's a 7-year-old. You know how we got the smartwatch for Ashton? Well, he's not getting it till Friday or the 5th. So I keep thinking today's Monday. I have no idea why. All day I'm thinking today's Monday. And Phoenix was like, Mom, it's Wednesday. I'm like, why do I think it's Monday? But yeah, today's Wednesday if you didn't know. My days are so confused. Okay. So welcome, Avery. All right, so let me pull up what Mom sent me today. You never have a problem with shipping? No, but I'm saying we paid $10 extra for him to get the watch faster. We did not realize that it's a scam. Why, thank you, Tyler. All right, let me pull up this. Where are we here? Okay. So she sent me the police paperwork as well. All right, are you guys ready for this? Be prepared. Patreons have seen it already, but everyone else be prepared. I promise you it's not pretty. Hang on. The headline alone will make you mad. Hold on. Okay. So now you get where we're going with this. So man smokes marijuana with a 7-year-old and locks him up in a chicken coop. Colorado Springs, Colorado. A 28-year-old homeless man smoked marijuana with a 7-year-old fountain boy and did meth in front of him, an arrest affidavit shows. 28-year-old Christopher Lockett is facing charges of kidnapping, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and reckless endangerment in the disappearance of 7-year-old Ashton Layman of Fountain. Ashton was reported missing on Sunday morning, though he was actually last seen by his mom around 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. Right, Trey? That's what I'm saying. According to the affidavit, Ashton had asked his mom if he could spend the night at someone's house, but would not tell her whose house. His mother told him no, but she did not check to see if Ashton returned home before she went to bed. She noticed he was missing Sunday morning when she woke up. The affidavit reveals, and I have the affidavit. The affidavit reveals that Lockett met Ashton a week prior to Ashton's disappearance across the street from a 7-Eleven on Santa Fe Avenue. He would see Ashton from time to time and eventually talk to him outside a thrift store called Connie's Cupboard. Lockett would refer to Ashton as his little homie and eventually asked him if he wanted to go on a hike, to which Ashton agreed. Lockett called another man, Christopher Davidson, for a ride, and both Lockett and Ashton got in the car. It was in the car that Lockett and Davidson began smoking marijuana, eventually sharing it with Ashton. The three drove to Ashton's home so he could ask his mother for permission to stay with friends, and when she said no, Ashton walked back to the car and told him that he did in fact have permission and once again left with him. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. Not that he didn't ask his mom. I believe that part. Mikey, I'm going to get to all that. I'm going to get to all that. That's later in a conversation I had with her. And that was my thought too. But I don't believe that this part of the story is real. Simple for the fact that I believe that he asked his mom. She said no. I believe all that part. But what I don't believe is that they made him go in and ask permission and then came back. That part of the story just doesn't make sense to me. So, went to the car and told him he did in fact have permission and once again left with them. Lockett then contacted his drug dealer to purchase meth, and after purchasing the drugs, Lockett, Ashton, and Davidson went to Davidson's home in Falcon, where Lockett smoked the meth in front of Ashton. Lockett told investigators later that he made sure not to exhale smoke in the child's direction. Yeah, sure. Ashton and the two men left that residence in the early hours of July 31st and went to a different location where they stayed in a shed, and that was set up as a chicken coop. Now, mind you, he's high on meth. Ashton tried to leave the chicken coop several times, but Lockett told him he was not allowed to leave. At one point, Lockett put a lock on the door and said he gave Ashton the key, but still insisted Ashton was not allowed to leave. That doesn't even make sense to me. On Sunday, officers found Ashton and the two men in the shed and took Lockett and Davidson into custody. Against the advice of the Fountain Police Department, the DHS placed Ashton back in the home with his mom. Lockett's first court appearance is set for August 10th, and he's currently being held in El Paso County Jail on $3,000 bond. Davidson is not facing any charges. I have a big problem with that, too. The boy's mother, 34, Amber Miller, faces a charge of child abuse. You can read the entire affidavit from Chris Lockett below. Okay. On 7/31/2022 at approximately 09:21 hours. Let me make this bigger. Hold on. Detective Brian Cristani, number 816, currently assigned to the Fountain Police Department Investigations Division and a sworn deputy with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, was notified by my supervisor, Detective Sergeant Shayna Marshall, of a missing child out of, we know Fountain, City of Fountain, County of El Paso, State of Colorado. I was informed that the victim had been seen at approximately 1700 hours on 7/30/22 by his mom. Date of birth 4/13/88. She stated that he had come into the house and asked if he could spend the night at a friend's house. She stated he would not tell her who, and she told him no, that he could not. She stated that Ashton then went back outside to play, and she said that she did not check to see if he had come home that evening before she went to bed. She woke up and saw that Ashton was not home when she woke, and she became concerned that he was not there. Officers responded to the residence and checked the surrounding areas, but were unable to locate. While canvassing the area and speaking with multiple parties who knew Ashton, they stated that they had seen him the day before on 7/30/2022, and that he had been with a heavyset male with dark hair who they named as Chris, who also goes by the name of Wolf. Sergeant Davidson went to 7-Eleven, located at 601 Santa Fe Avenue, in order to see possible video footage that they have on Ashton. He said he spoke with the clerk, and she provided him access to the video, which showed a dark-haired, heavy-set male walk in at approximately 14:27 hours on 7/30, walking to the back of the store, waiting for the bathroom. Then comes into the store, and an unknown woman buys him a drink. The female leaves the store. So-and-so leaving also for approximately 2 minutes, and then re-enters the store at 14:33, walks to the back, and waits until the dark-haired male walked out of the bathroom, and then walked to the soda machine together, filled up bottles they had with them. They then leave the store together at approximately 14:43, heading in a north direction towards the creek. Sergeant Davidson was later able to identify Christopher as the male that was with Ashton in the store. Constance Weishart, 33169, who owns Connie's Cupboard, located at 594 South Santa Fe Avenue, said to Officer Lubin that one of her employees sent her a message with a screenshot of a Facebook page of a person listed as Wolfman and a date of birth of 3/24/94, and that he was from the Fountain area. She also gave him name of Christopher Lockett. With this information, Officer Lubin looked through law enforcement databases and located information pertaining to Christopher Lockett with the same date of birth. Several pictures of Christopher Lockett were located, and officers were able to identify that this was the same male last seen with Ashton. After this, am I boring you guys with the reading? I'm sorry. After this identification was made, a phone number of blank was located for Christopher. Officers were also in contact with Christopher's Aunt Betty Velasquez, who stated she had been in contact with Christopher and that he was at a property located at blank blank. Officers went to that location and found Ashton, Christopher, and another male named Christopher Davidson, date of birth 8/21/1990, within a shed located on the property. Christopher Lockett and Christopher Davidson were taken into custody and brought to the Fountain Police Department. I then had Christopher Lockett placed into Fountain Police Department's interview room so I could speak with him. I will refer to Christopher Lockett as Christopher from this point forward, and Christopher Davidson as Chris. I read Christopher his Miranda advisement and asked if he would like to speak with me, at which time he agreed to do. I began the interview by asking Christopher about the last few days and how he knows Ashton. Christopher told me he met Ashton about a week ago across the street from 7-Eleven located blah blah, and he would see Ashton off and on throughout the week until 7:30. He saw Ashton at Connie's cupboard. And hold on, remember everyone kept asking who Connie is? I bet Connie is Connie's cupboard. Around 12 or 12:30 p.m. Christopher said this is when he learned Ashton's name and would call him Ashton or his little homie. Christopher asked Ashton if he wanted to go on a hike, and Ashton agreed. After Christopher and Ashton left Connie's cupboard, they went across the street, 7-Eleven, after which they left and headed north towards the creek and began walking along the creek. Christopher told me shortly after they left 7-Eleven, he and Chris began to talk on the phone, and Christopher asked Chris to drive down to Fountain to pick him up. Christopher told Chris that he was with his friend Ashton and that they should all hang out. Because, I mean, most 28-year-olds want to hang out with a 7-year-old. They should all hang out. Christopher and Ashton met Chris at the United Business Bank located at 410 South Santa Fe Avenue, where Christopher and Ashton got in Chris's vehicle. Chris was in the driver's seat, Christopher was in the front passenger seat, and Ashton was in the back seat. Behind the driver. Christopher told me he and Chris started smoking marijuana and eventually gave some to Ashton. Christopher told me there was smoke of marijuana resin and Ashton was having difficulty getting it to light. Christopher told me he helped Ashton light the marijuana, lit it for him, and demonstrated to him how to inhale and hold it in. Christopher told me he felt Ashton was high after he smoked the marijuana resin and could tell because Ashton had mellowed out. Christopher told me that after they finished smoking the marijuana, he wanted to see if Ashton to spend time with him at Chris's house up north. Chris drove Christopher and Ashton to Ashton's house so he could ask his parents' permission to hang out with them. Christopher suggested to Ashton that he tell his parents that he wanted to stay a couple of nights at a friend's house. Ashton went into his house and came out shortly after and told Christopher and Chris that he was allowed to spend a night or two at a friend's house. I don't believe that. Christopher then contacted his drug dealer, Kanan Davy, to set it up with Kanan's girlfriend to buy some meth. Chris drove Christopher and Ashton to pick up Kanan, after which time they drove to the Safeway on Fillmore, where Cappen's girlfriend works. Christopher said that Ashton convinced a Safeway customer to give Christopher $10, which Christopher used to buy the meth from Kanan's girlfriend. Christopher said he smoked a little of the meth while he was in the car, but Ashton was not inside the vehicle. After they left Safeway, Chris drove Christopher and Ashton to Chris's house, located at 7275 Nevada Lane, Falcon, 80923. Christopher said that he and Ashton stayed in Chris's room connected to the garage of the house while Chris stayed in the garage for most of the night. Christopher said that while he and Ashton stayed in Chris's room, he continued to smoke his meth. I don't know how you got that much meth for $10. Continued to smoke his meth. Christopher said Ashton was in the room with him when he was smoking the meth, but he made sure not to exhale in Ashton's direction. Christopher said Ashton went to bed shortly after while he stayed up all night organizing his backpack. Christopher set his alarm for 17 hours so he and Ashton could leave the house before Chris's parents woke up because he is not allowed in Chris's house. Christopher and Ashton left the house and went to a different property where they stayed in a shed that was set up like a chicken coop. While in the chicken coop, Ashton tried to leave several times to go outside, and Christopher prevented him from doing so, but verbally telling Ashton he was not allowed to leave. Christopher put a lock on the door at one point, but gave Ashton the key. I don't believe that either. Ashton took the lock off the door, but Christopher told me he still did not allow him to leave. Ashton tried to get out of the shed, but he wouldn't let him. Christopher told me sometime towards the end of the evening or early morning on 7/31/22 that he began to feel that something wasn't right about Ashton staying with him and that he should probably bring him home. When I asked Christopher why he changed from wanting to hang out with Ashton for 2 or 3 days to wanting to bring him home, he told me again he started thinking about the situation and feel that it wasn't right. When I asked Christopher how old he thought Ashton was, he said about 8 years old. At no point did Christopher confirm with Ashton's parents that Ashton had permission to go with him. The affidavit is included in and made a part of Fountain Police Department case number 221884. I would respectfully request that probable cause be found that Christopher Matthew Lockett, date of birth 3/25/1994, social security number, race, weight, height, 5'7", weight is 284, brown hair, brown eyes, transient, did commit the offense of second-degree kidnapping, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and reckless endangerment. Signed, sealed, delivered, 7/31. Wow. I told you guys it was going to be nauseating. I told you guys it was going to be rough to hear. How crazy is that? But why isn't the other guy being arrested? Why isn't the other guy in trouble? That pissed me off. And I even said to the mom, I said, why isn't he being arrested? Laura, maybe not liking my comment. No, I was reading that. There's no way I could read comments. So I apologize. But yeah, reading the affidavit, I wasn't reading it from my screen. I was reading it from my other screen, so my head was turned. So I apologize if I wouldn't have even seen a super chat. So I apologize. Yeah. So I spoke to the mom after she sent it to me. The first thing I said was, hold on, let me pull it up. She said, the police report affidavit for this, hopefully it loaded for you. You can read it. It gives the exact story of what happened. And it does mention there that he had asked me for permission and I had said no. And he still went out to those people and said yes. And there goes my confirmation that I'm not guilty here of child abuse. If not on that news article, you can download the PDF at the end. And I said, why is Davidson not charged? What the fuck? That is bullshit. He was the driver. And my thought on that is, I did, Clarissa. I did it on purpose. My thought on that is that if you're a bank robber, if your buddy robs a bank, like if me, Joseph, and Clarissa rob a bank, and me and Joseph are actually in the bank, but Clarissa is the driver, she's going to go to jail too. She's going to be part of it too. He had to have known a 7-year-old should not be out smoking pot. He allowed a 7-year-old to smoke pot around him. I'm sorry, he deserves to be in jail too. So then she said, I have no clue it's crazy. August 10th is the next court date. And like, why is Davidson not charged? That's my point. So then she was saying that, hold on. She was saying that, that's her confirmation that she's not guilty of child abuse. So I said I wouldn't use that because the police and CPS will say, how could you go to bed before your 7-year-old was home? And then I said, did you get the watch yet? So she said, yeah, that's true. I'm not trying to make excuses. I am taking the ticket. I have not received the watch yet. It said August 5th on tracking, but I did buy the SIM card through my company, which is Cricket, and added him to the plan, and they were able to see that the watch was compatible. So they sent me a SIM card today, and once it comes on Friday, I'll be able to put it all together. So for those of you that did donate, that were wondering if she, could get the SIM card, she did. They confirmed it's good, and it's all good. So then I said about you not getting it till the 5th. And then I said, and believe me, I'm not trying to side with the cops or CPS. I'm trying to help you. I've told you from the beginning, I don't think you're a bad mom. I still don't. I just don't want to see you get hurt on them saying what I just said to you as a response. I said, CPS is fucked all around. So I get where she's coming from, and I get where CPS and they're coming from. I don't think she was on drugs. I really, truly think she's just overwhelmed. That's, you just go with that gut feeling. My gut feeling is she was overwhelmed. And she had a very rambunctious child, and it was too much. On the flip side, if the husband was awake, why wouldn't she go to bed? If the older sister was awake, if the mom was awake, why would she go to bed? Why wouldn't she go to bed? Maybe she wasn't feeling well. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I wouldn't go to bed unless my kids are home. But maybe she just figured she was at a friend's house. He's been doing this for 6 years. She has a 12-year-old. She may have done the same thing with her. So I'm just thinking she was overwhelmed. I really do. That's my feeling on it. I might be wrong, but I got to be honest. She has done everything I've asked. She has kept me updated on the case. She has been more than thankful about, the watch and, talking to me about stuff. I can't hate on her. She's not a horrible person. She's not being a horrible person. She's doing everything that she can do. And she doesn't have to give me any of this information. She doesn't have to give me, updates or anything. She just could have said, see ya. But she didn't. She wants to do better. And that's all you can ask for. And now I kind of sound like Tyler. But I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to see the good in her. And I'm not going to condemn her. Now, if it happens again, we got problems. But I think she learned her lesson. I hope. Nope, Dave, we cured this. We fixed this. There shouldn't be any more problems. That's why we got a smartwatch for him, that she can track him, and it's not a problem. So, but it does happen. It does happen, Monica. And like I said, yeah, maybe she thought he was home. Did she make a mistake? She made a huge mistake. Do you ever really think that something like this is going to happen to you? No. Do you ever really think, hey, Rad, do you ever really think that this is going to fall on you? No. I'm not making excuses. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making excuses. But what's done is done. You can't change the past. All we can do is hope for the future. And all we can do is, show her where where it was really wrong, not just letting your kid run alone, but all we can do is show her the wrong, and then we can make it right. No, not true, Dave. She didn't even know the guys. She knew them from the area. They were homeless guys from down the road, or she thought they were homeless. Just remember, guys, not everything is a conspiracy. This goes into the Dylan Round stuff. Not everything is a conspiracy. Sometimes things are laid out and they are right there. It's Occam's razor. It's the simplest answer. So she has 4 other kids. She takes care of her elderly mom. She is married. She's overwhelmed. It's very hard with all those people living in a trailer. I can assure you that. That's what I'm saying, Amber. And that's why my point is, we can't change the past. She could have been the worst mom in the world. There's been studies and there's been stories where the worst parents in the world, something major woke them up, and all of a sudden, they become the greatest mom in the world. And it happens. It really does happen. And it's not so far out of the ordinary that CPS steps in. You may lose your kids or something's going on. I mean, the police didn't want to give her back a kid. And you're right, Dave. Sometimes a shitty mom is just a shitty person. But I have spent lots of time talking with her. She's really not a shitty person. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She doesn't come across to me as a shitty person. She's not a scammer. She's just not, from what I can see. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I could be wrong. But from what I'm seeing, she truly does want to change. And she knows she made a huge mistake and it almost cost her her son. Thank God it didn't cost her a son. That's what I'm saying, twin. I got to give her the benefit of the doubt. My mom raised 12 kids alone and she knew where we were. I know where my kids are at all times. And I only have 3 by myself, but I know where they are at all times, for the most part. I mean, now that they're almost 18, it's, I use Life 360. How old are her kids? 12, 7, 4, and 2, I believe. Thank you, Anne. Already a 1 DHS. Yeah, she already has a DHS case open. Is this town where children are out alone? It's in a trailer park that seems kind of secluded. Kind of. So I can see why she may let her kid run outside or run all over the place. All the neighbors know who he is. I mean, I've seen it at trailer parks. I've seen young kids outside by themselves. Nobody wants to sit in a trailer 24/7. So, but school's back now, and, I don't know if school starts there yet. School started for us today. So, and like I said, I'm not saying what happened wasn't horrific as far as what mom did, but you can't change it. What's done is done. She will get a ticket. She will get counseling. For everything bad, there's probably a good that comes out of it. And maybe, just maybe, I know, right, Ann? Maybe, just maybe, this is something that's going to change her world. Maybe this is something where she'll get CPS out of her life. Maybe this will be the one thing that's going to change everything. It very well might be. It might not be, but it very well could be. And it could change. So, is who a member? Subscriber or Patreon? Who, her? No, she's not. People are too judgmental. Exactly. No one is perfect. You can mess up. That's what I'm saying. It's very easy to mess up. People lose kids all the time. Granted, there's different circumstances, but it happens. I don't see anybody bashing kids who go missing for like the Vaughn case. How come nobody's freaking out that this kid was able to allegedly walk right out the door? Shouldn't you have the same judgments on it? How do you not know your kid was missing? How do you turn around and leave a young child in a... I mean, you could say that about so many cases. So many cases. And you just don't know. I didn't say she wasn't dead wrong. I never said she wasn't dead wrong. I always said she was dead wrong. She didn't know. She said she didn't know who it was. Well, he was checked out. I think he probably planned on it, Ma Teresa. I really do. That's my feeling, that he probably planned on it and he couldn't because he left, or maybe it didn't feel right, or maybe when the drugs wore off. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. But at least I'm glad he's being charged. I mean, this could have gone really, really bad, especially with meth involved. This could have gotten really bad and had a really bad outcome. And I'm just really happy that everybody got a second chance. And that's really how I feel. And hopefully it'll stay a second chance. You know what I mean? That we don't have to worry about a third chance. Because, yeah, the outcome could have been a hell of a lot worse. And thankfully, the outcome is okay. Hopefully. I'm sure, I know that he was, when Ashton was recovered, he spent the whole day, like she didn't get him back till nighttime, or early evening, I should say. There are 80 RSO, not to mention all the meth heads. Extra care is needed to watch over kids. I agree. Someone needs to be accountable, and I agree with that. Parenting comes with responsibility. I totally agree. But again, Dave, if you're going to be so judgmental, what about Monkey Vaughn? What about Michael Vaughn case? Thank you, Joseph. You and those that contributed to watch did a good deed. Let's just hope she uses it and keeps her eye on all her kids from now on. I totally agree. And gets counseling. I think she should get counseling. That I do believe. Counseling is very important. Just popped in and say, hi, going to bed. Good night, stage name. And the kid asked, is when a real mom expects it. Okay, but Dave, and I agree with you, and I said that to her on my live, but bashing the past moves isn't going to help the future. You got to help the future. If I make a mistake, it's not going to help me to wallow in that mistake. The only thing that's going to help me is moving forward and changing whatever I did in the past to make it different in the future, to have a different outcome. You can't live in the past. You can only learn from your past. You can only learn from your mistakes. If you can't learn from your mistakes and you're just going to wallow in your past, then you're just a miserable human being. Because people that wallow in misery, that's where they stay the rest of their life. I choose to not ever wallow in misery. If I make a mistake or I hurt myself or something, I learn from it and I move forward. That's it. End of story. So all you guys that want to condemn, you're not helping. It doesn't change anything. You could bash her all day long, but where's that going to get you? That reminds me of the people that want to wallow in 2018 and 2019 and stuff that people did. Who cares what you did on YouTube in 2018? We're in 2022. Move forward. It's the same thing. So, sorry, but that's how I feel, and that is not going to change. Yeah, I definitely recommend counseling. Oh, I love Life 360. Hey, Nan. Love Life 360. It is my lifesaver. I even forget I have it sometimes. But I check all the time, so I know where they are. I even know how fast they're going and everything. Hey, Wonder. I hope you well. You so beautiful, funny, smart, attractive. Ah, thanks, Jura. What do you want? What? Come here. Come here. Right. Ah, he's such a pain in the butt. We just disagree with your take. And that's fine. But I'm just saying, what good is wallowing in the past going to do? We can't change it. She can't change what's done already. What's done is done. You can kick yourself from now until tomorrow. What's done is done. You can't wallow in it. You have to move forward. You have to say, okay, what I did was fucked up. What I did was wrong. Now, how can I change it for the future? If you just sit there and wallow in the past, then there's no point. Oh, which reminds me, allegedly the father of him left me a comment. I don't know if it's him or not, though. But he left me a comment on my last video, told him to email me or reach out to me, and I never heard from him. But he claims he's the dad. So, I don't know. Dave, let me ask you a question. See, all right, let's go with that. If I was a dad, I would take the kids from a period. How do you know that it doesn't matter, Chef? How do you know that her going to the dad's house is any better? What if the dad is worse? You don't know that. What if the dad is 10 times worse? Think about it. Just like these parents that want to take these kids from foster care. I mean, take these kids from their home. How can you guarantee foster care is going to be better? No. Foster care could be worse. Then what? Then what? Then what's going to happen? You take kids out of a seemingly bad home and you put them with foster parents that are going to beat the shit out of them. Did you make a good choice? Or how about foster parents and now your kid's dead? Did CPS make the right choice? Fuck no, they didn't. Happens all the time, though. You hear about these kids getting abused 10 times worse in foster care or CPS in the system than they do in their own home. That's why CPS wants to keep people in their own home. So, I'm moving on from that. But I just wanted to clear that up. And people need to not automatically live in the past, move forward. And we're looking for ways. I'm helping her in a lot of different ways. All right. Chef, I'm not even addressing this anymore. You can have your opinion. Yeah, the Turpin foster parents were worse than... were actually equally as bad as their real parents. They thought they were being saved, and they weren't being saved. All the younger kids that went to foster care got the shit kicked out of them. And you guys can have your opinion. Take your opinion and have it any way you want. But I'm not addressing it anymore. That's my point. Moving on. Any more comments on the subject after I say move on, you'll have to pay me for me to address it. Otherwise, I will just remove it and block it. So, moving on. I do believe that she is going to definitely change. I believe that she is looking to get the counseling that she needs. She's not on drugs. She doesn't have a long record. And I have faith in her. I have faith that she's going to do the right thing. Yes, the Turpin kids were abused again by different foster parents. That's what I'm saying. They thought they were saved. And even, talk about abuse, even the money was taken. Like, they didn't even get the money, the hundreds of thousands of dollars that were raised for them on social media. They didn't get that either. And they ended up going to college, or the guy went to college. It was horrible, horrible. I told you guys I'm just going to erase it. If you can't respect what I'm asking, I'm just going to erase your comment. Turbans originally with their parents that abused them. Then they went to a foster care where they were also abused. Correct. That's a sad story. A really sad story. Because you absolutely do not think that, you know, CPS takes you out and you're going to be abused. It's horrible. Horrible. So that was the news I had for that. That was pretty much everything I had on that case as of today. And I still can't believe it's Wednesday. So let me also state, let's start with Dylan Rounds. Exactly, Pam. Foster parents aren't always a solution. Taking the kids away from mom is not always the solution. That's what I agree with. I mean, if mom is like a crackhead, smoking crack around the kids and all that kind of shit, I get that. Totally get that. But that's not the case here. Hey, Avery, well, you missed the whole story. But let's move on to Dylan Rounds. I am so disgusted at what I'm seeing. And when I say disgusted, all around. Absolutely all around. Hold on, I want to do something. Hold on a second. Why am I always unlimited? I'm always unlimited. Monetization hates me. You guys better hit that thumb up. I only have 49 thumb ups. Come on now. That's free and it helps. So if you want to support me, you hit that thumb up. All right. Where do I begin with Dylan Rounds? All right, let me start with Tyler's stream. So I'm listening to Tyler's stream. Tyler did I didn't hear the whole thing. I only heard a little while, like half hour of it. But he was showing text messages from, I guess, between Jim Terry and Candace Cooley. And I really thought it was going to be some groundbreaking information. So let me tell you what we learned. We learned that Candace has always been heels on the ground. Candace has always had a gung-ho attitude. This is what you get from these texts. That Candace has been 0 to 60 from the first time she ever spoke to Jim. She told Jim where she should be, you know, where he should be looking. Told her all about Kurt, all about the trailers, what she knew about the meth in the area, you know, that everyone said, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's pretty funny because it came from, I do know it's on fire, because it came from Candace's own mouth. Now, I didn't know that. I had not spoken to Jim about meth, and he never told me that Candace said it. So all these people that came at me saying how, thank you, Pam, saying how I don't know what I'm talking about and how's that meth lab. And after tonight, I couldn't believe that nobody apologized. Nobody said, wow, Laura was right all along. Instead, the haters want to run with a bunch of BS. But, you know, and forget, because I still get comments. Oh, yeah, well, how's that meth lab? Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, it was right in the beginning text of Candace Cooley and Jim. It was right there. I couldn't believe it. She talked about the meth labs and how much people out there were on meth. So what else did I learn from the text messages is that she is the strongest voice for her son. She is 100% into her son. And she just wanted to find her son. Hey, Kim, I did check your text. I did see it. I just have not had a chance to write back. She was telling Jim all about the area. She was telling Jim all about everything. And, hey, Tyler, and I'm listening to Tyler, who was just reading the text, but watching the chat. And I was literally losing brain cells by reading this chat. I'm going to explain why. These texts were from approximately 2 months ago. Yeah, about 2 months ago. We all know that Jim Terry and the family split up. I say split up a long time ago. I don't remember the exact date of Sleuth's mom video. Is her video even up still? Because that'll give me an exact date. So if anyone could get me the date on Sleuth's mom video, because we know that he was fired about a week or two prior to that. So it's been that long. There's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of updates. There's been a lot of facts and even an arrest to come out since those text messages were there. And I'm looking at people in chat making all this speculation that mom meant this and mom meant that and mom meant this and I'm sitting there going, and Black Dove, who was in the crowd, who was on panel, is almost like feeding into the crowd. And when I say crowd, I mean chat. And I'm sitting there going, am I losing my mind here? Because I find Black Dove to be very intelligent and very knowledgeable about this case. If there's one person that I thought was going to get a light bulb to go off and say ding, 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 and say, well, guys, these texts are 2 months old before anything came out and anyone was arrested. And he didn't. And he just kept feeding it like these texts were brand new. These texts were not brand new. These texts were 2 months old before Jim Brenner was arrested. These texts were stuff that from the text, it sounds like the hardest working, most competent investigator on the case was Candace Cooley. I agree with you. Jim is basically just in the way. No wonder he was fired. I totally agree. Jim was relaying to us, according to these texts, and I do believe they're real. Someone said in chat maybe they were fake. I don't believe they were fake at all. But why would Jim release them now? Why not release them 2 months ago? Because now everything in those texts is pointless. And things have changed since those texts came out. But everybody is making these conspiracy theories based on these texts that were from 2 months ago, before Jim Brenner was arrested, before Jim was, when I say Jim, I mean Jim Brenner, before he was a suspect, before we even knew he was there. That's what I'm saying, Ty. I never doubted the authenticity of him. But, okay, around June 8th. Thank you. So now we're in August 4th. So June 8th is when Sleuth Mom released this video. Jim said he was fired about a week or two before this video was released. So you can't sit here and tell me that not a lot of things have changed since June 4th, let's say. Yeah, I'll even go by June 8th. By June 8th. Tons of shit has changed. We know that Jim Brenner is the most probable suspect. We know that Kurt Wadsworth is not a suspect. We know that Candace has already been told by the FBI. No, he was more just reading the text. He wasn't, from what I saw, or when I was watching, he wasn't really saying much. He was just reading the text. And it was Black Dove that was doing most of the talking. Like I said, I only watched it for about a half hour. I couldn't take anymore. And I'm listening to people talk about these theories. And I keep going back to what Jason Jensen said. These theories are pointless. We don't know more than the FBI. I promise you. I promise you Black Dove doesn't know more than the FBI. I promise you that all this ground research is a bunch of horseshit. And I don't mean by Salty. I mean by Tyler and Lance. We don't even know where they're looking. They could be going up the side of a mountain, any mountain, just to appease us. I don't know. We don't know. But we do know that the FBI and Candace Cooley has asked people not to do that. They've asked people for specific reasons. Do not go looking. They don't want to listen. And they're still naming people that aren't suspects as suspects. Happy birthday, Jenny. It doesn't leave, and believe me, I thought Kurt was a suspect at first too. Kurt is not a suspect. There's nothing that anybody's going to find that's going to make Kurt a suspect except the FBI. And I don't remember whose channel it was. I think it was Doug's, actually. I did watch some of Doug too because I wanted to hear this call. Talking about running over a green hose. What? How clean his truck was. His truck was clean because he had just cleaned it. When you clean a truck really good, you clean the bottom, you clean the top, you clean a lot of things. So to say that all of a sudden must be something sketchy with it blew my mind. Guys, this isn't helping. This is running the Dylan case into the ground. It's going into the ground. It's not helping. I promise you that. It's not helping. Creating problems, creating suspects that aren't there. You know, Jim releasing these text messages 2 months later. I know why he released them. I don't think it was anything like malice against Tyler. It's nothing like that at all. But he released them because they don't mean anything. 2 months ago, they may have meant something. They don't mean anything anymore. The information is stale. It's old. Anything she said then doesn't matter now. And that's why I don't even understand the point of picking through it. And because it's not YouTube, Chef, that you're not in true crime. It's not YouTube banter. Don't you get it? Oh, believe me, Nano, I stopped watching that too. There's one thing to keep a case alive. It's another thing to constantly name suspects that aren't suspects. They're just not suspects. But the thing with the one difference with Summer Wells, Nano, everyone's a suspect because nobody's been arrested. In this case, we have an arrest. So that's a big difference. In Summer Wells, everyone is still a suspect because nobody's been arrested. Nobody's in jail. So you don't know. It could be anybody. That's a difference, in my opinion. But people are just taking this Dylan Rounds case and taking it to places that it doesn't matter. Him being gay doesn't matter anymore. It wasn't a hate crime. So him being gay plays no part in any of it. But people constantly trying to, thank you, Miss B, people constantly trying to blame Kurt or blame this one or blame that one. And the stuff I heard on Doug's blew my mind. And to be honest, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was getting so mad, like, whoa, whoa. Seems to be helping the YouTube shows make money with, is possibly why Jim T got a channel. Oh, I know that's why he got a channel. I'm not saying no. I'm saying that innocent until proven guilty. And I agree with you. It is innocent, especially when the FBI has worked this case. There's not, it's just not right. And I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Hey, Bobby, I don't know how to explain it. It just, like, all right, for example, Lucas, I'm glad you just said that. For example, people making a huge production out of Jim saying, I'm okay, because he's in the desert. That doesn't mean Kurt's guilty. That means that Kurt has lived in Montello for how many years now? For 60 years, 65 years, and knows that you usually don't find people that are buried in the desert. Or maybe Jim's pulled something like this before, and Jim knows, when I say Jim, I mean Brenner. Maybe Brenner pulled something like this before, and Brenner knows that something's up. He knows how to do something. All right, from my point of view, is a no-brainer to show the video of the footprints. I also thought the text were really helpful for Candace. Tyler, and I agree with you in, pointing out, like, her gung-ho and all this other stuff. I mean, she basically gave Jim all the information. Everything that Jim relayed to us came from Candace. And that was another thing that was pointed out, that Jim didn't do any PI work. Jim went with whatever Candace told him. That's what he went with. That's what he told everybody. And then when Candace was wrong, because the texts are 2 months old, Jim had to come up with something. So then Jim would contact people in the area. But nobody is arrested. What do you mean? In this one there is. Jim Brenner's arrested. He's arrested on gun charges, but he's also a suspect in a homicide. And it's Dylan Round's homicide according to the arrest affidavits. The thing is, Jim Terry was dealing with a mountain folk. I gotta watch my wording, but he was dealing with a bunch of mountain folk that probably don't have doctorate or master's degrees, and they could be really nice people, and they could be wonderful people, but they're still mountain folk. And he took as much information as he could out of the people that he spoke to. Rightfully so. I mean, that's what he should do. So it just seems like if he would have released those texts previously, we would have known that everything came from Candace. No wonder Candace was so mad. She was relaying to him everything that she told him. Everything that she told him was what he relayed and what he made out like he did all the work. That's why she didn't want it released. That's why she didn't want it out there, because it could have hurt the case. And I understand that. That's totally why she didn't do it. How come he doesn't talk about any other cases? That's what I want to know. What about all the other cases? How come he wanted to talk about this one? I only have one conclusion, because he had all the info from his mom. Not Jim's mom, from Candace. He had all the info. He thought he could make a good case out of it. That's my feeling. That's what I'm saying. Mountain folk. Like I said, Lucas, I was going to watch my wording. It's like the country folk here in Bama, a whole different breed of people. Absolutely. They have their own ways. Absolutely. Doesn't make them bad, doesn't make them wrong, doesn't make them less than, doesn't make them more than. It just makes them as is. But Jonathan. Good night, Jonathan. I just have I wish I could remember what Doug said that got to me. I know one thing was the hose. Oh. He was saying about, next time I'll write it down, but he was saying about Kurt. And now Ty and Lance are going to go back out. And they're going to, do you not hear the police? Do you not read the police station there? In every interview Candace has done, and forget Duty Ron, I'm talking people that are actually on the case. The FBI has said they don't want any ground searches. Why are people not listening? Why are people trying to screw up the case? For super chats? I don't understand that. And I mean that sincerely. If the FBI tells you not to do something, don't do it. So that's why I tend to believe that Lance and Ty are not even in that vicinity. I think they're looking somewhere totally elsewhere. And how are we going to know? How are we going to know if they are? We're not. We have no idea where the fuck they're looking. Now, if you're a local and you live there, allegedly they do, okay, where are you looking? I know it's for money, but that's what I'm saying. They're going to end up screwing up the case. A real PI told us, you're going to screw up the case. The FBI said, stay away from the case. The FBI said, this blows my mind. I used the term milking, and also tonight said in chat, my IQ is dropping, and then I see your title. See, Lead with Love? Clicks and views around money. That's what I'm saying. And stop fooling your audience. And I'll tell you something else. The call with the stuff with last night with Jim, if you read the comments, I went to his channel and read some of the comments. There are so many comments that say people were here to hear about Laura. People want to see you go after Laura. The content tonight was disappointing. We want you to go after Laura. I'm more important than Dylan Rounds? Thanks. If I'm more important than the Dylan Rounds case, why do I only have 175 people in here? I mean, if I'm that fucking important. And even Jim, if you look at the comments, would just say LOL or okay. And I really thought that was hysterical. Because Jim only has two choices. He can either keep dragging me till they get bored and leave anyway, or he could just stop. Because you have a bunch of haters in there. Nobody's impressed. Like, they're the same haters that have been following me forever. It's the drama they like. That's what I'm saying. It's become a comedy show. People like the drama. And I'm not saying no. I don't really care. But, I just went to the comments to see, because people were telling me, like, it's all about you. Everyone in the comments was about you. It's the same fucking haters I've had forever. Like, who cares? So I did listen to the call between him and Chase's dad. Normal call. He seemed like, from what I heard, it was a pretty decent call. It's on Doug's channel if you want to hear it, the video that Doug did tonight. Because obviously I'm not going to play it, but it's interesting. It really is interesting. One person was so upset he didn't drag you. She made a video to cry about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, stalker number one is crying that he didn't drag me. Okay. You kind of get bored when you got nothing and you just lie. But she's used to that because all she does is lie. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get off track, but Black Dove, it's another thing. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But Black Dove said on Tyler's panel, Jim has brought a lot of good things to the case. And I'm going to say it again. What good things, what solid things has he brought to the case that have not been lies or twisted. That's all I have asked. I've asked this for a week now. Not one person can give me some solid evidence that he has brought to the table. And I think people are just afraid of him. I really do. And if people want to be afraid of him, let them be afraid of him. That's on them. But, I'm not even saying that to be an asshole. I mean that. What solid piece of evidence that is worth a fuck did he bring to this case? I don't care who answers me. I don't care if Tyler answers me. I don't care if Doug answers me. I don't care if Jim answers me. I don't care if Black Dove answers me. But I've been asking this for a week, and I haven't gotten one solid answer. And that's all I want to know. Just one solid fact. You really got to see someone about your JD. What the fuck is JTTS? I don't know what JTDS is. Actually, you know what? You don't even have to answer because I don't give a fuck. Nothing burger? I could use a burger. I think they're afraid. Tyler lets him on panel and can curse up a storm. Nah, he doesn't really curse on Tyler's panel, does he? I don't think he does. I think, like keeps it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm putting that out there, honestly. If someone can tell me, I asked Tyler and he hasn't answered me. But I'm asking Black Dove. I'm asking Jim. Show me what you have put out that has been solid. That has helped the case in any which way, shape, or form. And I'll shut up. I'll never say a word. But that's all I'm asking. Just give me something. Everything most of the things that Candace had said in those text messages have already changed. Oh, that's absolutely. And I stick by that. He has got a lot of interest in this case. It's one of the reasons that I got interested in this case. So I absolutely do not JT's derangement syndrome. Okay. Well, contacting a lot of different people in a case does not give solid evidence. I'm asking for solid evidence. Now, what he has done, and I will never take this away from him, and I've said this many of times, he did get a lot of people interested in this case because of his comedy, because of his drama, because of his dragging of me, because of who he is as a person, because of his personality. He did get a lot of people interested. I think he got the wrong people interested. I think he opened up a can of worms he's not going to be able to close, and he's going to end up leaving because of it. That's what I think. But he hasn't brought anything to the case. So when I hear people like Black Dove, oh, he brought so much. What did he bring? Tell me what he brought. That's all I want to know. And I'm not saying it to be an asshole. I mean it. If I send you a pic of my truck, can I get it on a large candle? Yeah. As long as it's good quality. I don't think he has either. He's shortboard cheerleaders who condone his vulgarities. I agree with that. But everyone seems to be under the impression, and again, if he can show me 3 solid things that he brought to the case that I've heard people say many, I will never mention him again. He could drag me. I will remove everything, every video of his on my channel. I'll remove it all. I'll remove it all. Just show me what you've done, what 3 things you brought to this case that were worth a fuck. Instead of 2 months of regurgitated nonsense and dragging and doxing and all the other crap. What kind of people are... Oh, I agree, Jim. It does agree. It does mean something. But Salty met people out there too. RDA, he hasn't gotten any new info in the area. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Controversy and notoriety. Everything is about him. I know. You won't believe how he cursed out that old lady Berg, but she got pissed and gave it back, and he left. Oh, did you guys see the Alex Jones stuff? Talk about, I'm glad you brought that up. Did you guys see the judge ream him today? Have you guys seen that yet? Oh my God, I want this judge. I want this judge when I have to go to court. You guys got to see this. He brought rumors, headaches, and lies. I agree, but you guys got to see this. Speaking of Alex Jones, hang on. It depends which one you want. Oh, hold on. You saw it, Leave It Love? Is that insane? Oh, it was posted, I remember. I was like, where was it posted? Well. Well. Ah. Check this out. It's only 3 minutes. But check this out. This is insane. Oh, you haven't seen it? Watch. This judge is... If I ever have to go against someone, I want this judge. That's all I gotta say. Hold on. This girl is taking no prisoners.
Mr. Jones, you may not say to this jury that you complied with discovery. That is not true. You may not say it again. You may not tell this jury that you are bankrupt. That is also not true. You may have filed for bankruptcy. I don't know that, but I've heard that. That doesn't make a person or a company bankrupt. You're already under oath to tell the truth. You've already violated that oath twice today in just those 2 examples. It seems absurd to instruct you again that you must tell the truth while you testify, yet here I am. You must tell the truth while you testify. This is not your show. You need to slow down and not take what you see as opportunities to further the message you're wanting to further. And instead, only answer the specific and exact question you have been asked. No asides. The comments about discovery, the comments about the larynx or whatever it was, the comments about bankruptcy, none of those were responsive to questions. They were just you abusing my tolerance and making asides to the jury improperly, and in at least 2 cases, untruthfully. Do you understand what I have said? Yes or no? Do you understand what I have said?
Yes, I believe what I said was true. So
Yes, you believe everything you say is true, but it isn't. Your beliefs do not make something true. That is what we're doing here. Just because you claim to think something is true does not make it true. It does not protect you. It is not allowed. You are under oath. That means things must actually be true when you say them. Don't talk. You understand what I have said.
I do understand.
You understand the instructions I have given you for your testimony in court.
Yes.
I'm not going to bring the jury back today. My staff is listening. They can let the jury go home. We'll start back up tomorrow. When you come back to testify tomorrow, one more time, no asides. You understand what I mean when I say no asides?
Yes.
Answer only the question asked of you. Do you understand what I mean when I say only answer the question asked of you?
Yes.
You understand you will still be under oath when you return tomorrow morning
Yes.
to complete your testimony. All right. And you understand that that means you must only testify about things that are true.
To the best of my knowledge.
If you don't know something, you don't say it. If you're asked about your opinion, you can give your opinion. But if you're asked to relate something that's truthful and a fact, it must be truthful and a fact. Not an assumption, not a guess, not an opinion. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, you can sit down.
How fucking crazy is that? That judge is like no hold barred. But the one thing I disagree with her, she was saying that somebody on the stand must tell the truth, not their truth. But that's not totally true, because somebody is going to tell their truth. It may not be the truth, but it's still, they're going to tell their truth. They may believe their truth. So that's the one thing I don't agree with her on. Because you see that all the time. But how awesome was that? I mean, this is the judge to put that man in his place. I just thought it was awesome. He has freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is not the freedom that people think it is, though. Freedom of speech doesn't imply that you can hurt others. It's a gray area. It just means that you can speak to the government. Bankrupt has only one definition. True. Well, we know he spins things, but I was like, man, I love this judge. Said it perfectly. Just because you think it's true doesn't mean it's true. Exactly. But she said that he's not allowed to say anything other than the truth. But he may think his truth is the truth. That's my point. But I thought it was great. He believes he himself was full of shit. Yes, I guess so. Yeah, that's what he was saying, though. He was saying on the stand that he believes that what he said was full of shit. But he tried to spin it and deny it. I love that. I know, that's what I'm saying. If anybody should shut him down, it would be her. I mean, she is the perfect judge for Alex Jones. The perfect judge. And she is waving that power around like she's the bomb. I love it. He has to agree, Sandy. No, he did. He's trying to say that that he did even say it back in 2017. He was saying that on the stand. I said it even in 2017. I agree, and he is a moron. I never liked him. I have fought against him. And always said he's such a loser. And then you have his groupies that are like, oh, he's great. They're the same groupies. The people that like him are the same people that like Jim. Honestly. It's anyone that can be manipulated, can be fooled. It's comical. Absolutely comical. Those poor parents say, I totally agree. See him trying to lie about text? Yes. And they dropped the bomb that his lawyers accidentally leaked all his texts for the last 2 years. Thank God I didn't have a mother like her. I know, right? She'd be like, I know you think you're lying, but no. I know there was another clip from today. I didn't watch the whole thing. He's not vile. Oh, yes, he is. He's very vile. Hang on. Was this it? Well.
Why the judge is rigging a court proceeding to make sure that the script, this is literally a script gets told in a certain way for future audiences.
That man's name is Robert Barnes?
Yes.
Okay. That's InfoWars?
Yes.
He was hosting your show on the 29th?
Yes.
Well, you were on the show for part of the 29th, correct? You were in the courtroom part of it, on your show part of it.
I believe so.
Okay. And on InfoWars?
He's been a frequent guest for...
Represented you in this case as an... You say, Mr. Jones, that you're taking these court proceedings seriously. You're approaching them in good faith. But the truth of the matter is, you've been broadcasting repeatedly a picture of our judge on fire, haven't you?
Objection compound, Your Honor.
No.
You have to wait till the court rules.
Oh.
Overruled. There was a statement and then a question.
Mr. Jones, I'm going to hand you what I've marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 129. That's from your show, isn't it?
That's Justice on Fire.
Huh, okay. That's from your show, isn't it?
Yes, I haven't seen this.
And you've been running this video repeatedly, haven't you?
No, I've not been there all the time.
You haven't been there a lot of the time. You've been there every day this last week, haven't you? Every single day.
No, I taped some of the shows. No, I've been there today.
Your Honor, I'd like to move 129 into evidence.
Is this impeachment evidence? Is this I'm not exactly sure what Mr. Bankston wants to do with.
I think he wants to impeach Mr. Jones with it.
Does he want to introduce it? Is it just to show to the jury, or does he want it to
No, I
go
think
into evidence?
I'm first moving
Moved
to
it
it as
into
evidence.
evidence. He's moving that it be accepted into evidence. Do you have an objection?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the legal objection?
401, 403.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, you may, Your Honor.
Plaintiff's 129 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you display 129? Do you have the ability? The person on the left of this image is our judge, correct?
Yes.
The person on the right is another judge you don't like, right?
Yes.
Okay. One of the things you can take that down. One of the things you've been talking about a lot recently,
Wow.
even within the past couple months, is your allegation that government officials are aiding in pedophilia, child trafficking, and the grooming of children, right?
You mean like what Jeffrey Epstein did with the Clintons?
Sure, if that's a yes, is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And on Thursday, you and InfoWars started connecting those allegations to our judge, didn't you?
No.
In fact, Mr. Jones, you're telling the world not to believe what happens in this courtroom because the judge worked with Child Protective Services, who you say is involved with pedophilia and child trafficking, correct?
Not all of it, but it's the Texas Youth Commission got caught doing it a lot. There's been a lot of that here.
I'm not asking you that, Mr. Jones. I'm asking you, you're telling the world not to believe what's happened in this trial because this judge is involved with CPS, who is working with child traffickers and pedophilia, correct?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, we would like to show a clip from Mr. Jones' show on Thursday where those words are said.
For impeachment
For
purposes.
impeachment purposes, yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to hear the clip.
All right. Do we have a system or just the, okay.
Yeah, it's not going to come up on.
And it won't show yet,
Yeah,
right?
sure, it doesn't show on screen.
The defense is like, we are so fucking screwed.
We'd argue this is impeachment on a collateral matter. Not appropriate to get into improper impeachment.
Well, those are two different objections and a statement. So is it impeachment on a collateral matter or an improper impeachment?
It is an improper impeachment because it is on a collateral matter.
And the collateral matter is what he's saying about me.
Correct.
And the question is about whether he's taking this seriously.
Correct.
Overruled.
Thank you. This time, we shall keep it 34.
Judge Maya Gamble comes from CPS, who has been exposed for human trafficking and working with pedophiles.
That's what you mean when you say you're taking this seriously.
I take this as serious as cancer. And, I mean, I don't know, you show somebody else's clip that they're always a few seconds long, why don't you play the whole thing?
Mr. Jones, that's not someone else's clip, is it?
Well, I didn't direct it or produce it, what I'm saying. I mean,
You
it's-
certainly published it.
I'm not standing behind it, I have to see the full thing.
So you don't stand by the things you publish about our judge on your show repeatedly, day after day.
No, I said I don't not stand behind it, I need to see not just 5-second clips.
Well, we can talk about what you said before that.
Can you play, how long's the clip? Can you play the whole clip?
Mr. Jones, you're not asking questions today. You understand that, sir?
Oh, I thought I could ask to see a full document, if somebody showed me something, I could see what it was.
I
This
don't-
is a question from the lawyer, answer from the witness.
Okay.
Not the other way around.
The only thing I want to ask you about is not all the other weird stuff you said in that video. I just wanted to ask you about the question that I asked you, which you said, no, I'm not saying the judge is connected to pedophile and child trafficking. This is you taking this trial seriously and in good faith? That's what this is?
It's a 5-second clip, I don't know what you've cut off or on.
Does it matter? Is there anything before and after that that would make it great to show pictures of our judge on fire and telling the world she's involved in pedophile? Can you tell me the context that would occur before or after that makes that
I'm sorry.
great? Excuse me, sorry, Mr. Blunt.
I believe you, if you're only wanting to go off 5 seconds, I believe the thing is,
But Tony, that's the gray area. You can't say that a judge is involved in pedophilia. That's not free speech. That's defamation.
the judge is the fire burning Lady Liberty. It's not the judge, the judge is consuming freedom.
Wouldn't you agree with me, Mr. Jones, that I sure hope some of your viewers are able to make that distinction that you just put on that air, don't you?
Object to the
All I know is-
speculation, Your Honor.
Withdrawn.
Is that I take this very serious.
Sustained and withdrawn, so stop.
He's so busted. I cannot even believe he'd do something that fucking dumb. I mean, that's just plain out stupid. Oh, I didn't know today was closing argument.
I don't know what you've cut off or on.
Does it matter? Is there anything before and after that that would make it great to show pictures of our judge on fire and telling the world she's involved in pedophile? Can you tell me the context that would occur before or after that makes that
I'm sorry.
great? Excuse me, sorry, Mr. Blunt.
I believe you, if you're only wanting to go off 5 seconds, I believe the thing is, the judge is the fire burning Lady Liberty. It's not the judge, the judge is consuming freedom.
Wouldn't you agree with me, Mr. Jones, that I sure hope some of your viewers are able to make that distinction that you just put on the air, don't you?
Object to the
All I know is-
speculation, Your Honor.
Withdrawn.
is that I take this very serious.
Sustained and withdrawn, so stop.
Tell this jury you're taking this trial seriously. But you're telling the world that someone inside Travis County government rigged the jury summons and picked these jurors specifically who don't know what planet they are on. Correct? That's what you're telling the world.
I'm saying that could potentially be a danger if they don't know what's going on.
I think that's potentially is what you're saying. Potentially. You didn't go on your show
I mean-
and say those words, is what you're going to tell me.
Can you show me?
I would be happy to. For the
Please do.
purposes of impeachment, we would like to now offer a video from Mrs. Jones' show on Friday saying those words.
He is such an idiot.
We'd object to impeachment on a collateral matter in 403, Your Honor.
Overruled.
This time, let's go ahead and play that video PDX 35.
Yeah, a lot of people are awake to the New World Order, but they're experts in leftist jurisdictions in sending out jury summons and hitting, let's just say this, extremely blue-collar folks. I mean, half that jury panel does not know who I am. They said that, and when they were asked during the jury impaneling yesterday, do you believe the media has ever got anything wrong about Alex Jones? They all unanimously said no. So, it's people do live in all these different bubbles. And there's the bubbles that are awake and the bubbles that are questioning, but then there's the blue city bubbles where people do not know what planet they are on.
Mr. Jones, you don't like that this jury is made up of blue-collar folk. You think that's wrong.
No, I don't think that.
You don't think they know what planet they're on.
I'm saying some people, like you said in your opening statements, that live in bubbles. We all live in bubbles. And if people live in a mainstream media bubble, they might not have ever seen what I really say or done. That's what I was saying.
I understand that you've been unable to attend a good portion of this trial due to a malfunction. Is that correct?
Only a few, some of it, yes.
Sure. And
Guys, I'm telling you, this is Jim Terry's idol. I guarantee it. This is who Jim Terry is trying to be. And people are falling right into it. They are literally falling right into it. He is going to be the Alex Jones of YouTube. Just watch. Mark my words.
and told the press outside this courthouse that it was because of an untreated hernia.
Well, I'm going to have to get that taken care of and
Your
a bunch of
Honor.
other stuff.
It's absolutely inappropriate for Mr. Bankston to question Mr. Jones about his health issues. He wasn't under subpoena. He didn't have to be here. It's private information. What is right or wrong with his health?
It wasn't private and community.
Okay. Mr. Jones has the right to talk about his health with anyone he wants. We don't. Other people don't. You can talk to him about attendance. He's not required to be here. It's his choice. But let's not go into his, let's not let's move on.
I hear you, Your Honor. That's
There
fine.
wasn't a real legal objection, it's kind of a,
Okay. You've been on your show most of last week, pretty much every day last week?
I did an hour here, I taped some as well.
Okay. And you've been screaming and yelling on your show, right?
Yes, just like the media's been doing that.
Okay. Haven't been coughing on your show, have you? All these coughs in court, they don't happen on the full hour of your show. You don't ever cough, right?
I mean, I've got cough drops right here in my pocket. I've got laryngitis and a torn larynx. I mean, it comes and goes. It starts burning, and then it's uncontrollable. And I have actually been coughing a lot.
Civil.
You guys watching my show,
I have.
we'll have a cough button I can step on and cough. There's a button I step on, and I've been hacking and coughing. It's 100% real.
You were talking about how you've done thousands of hours of programming, right?
More than that over the years, yes.
Not all of it's been about Sandy Hook, right? You talk about a lot of other stuff, right?
Oh, in our estimation, over 99+% has not been Sandy Hook.
I want to talk about some of the other stuff. Boston bombing. You said it was fake, a DHS drill.
Your Honor, we're going to object 403. No relevance to Sandy.
we can get into it some because it's been already introduced. Some.
Well, I'm going to show the pattern here. Talk to Boston bombing. You've been telling the world, fake, not real. A Department of Homeland Security drill, right?
There was a drill. I think real people got bombed. But we've asked questions on both sides here.
Yeah, you said the exact opposite. You've in fact said that some of those people who were claimed to be injured were crisis actors in other tragedies. Just like in Sandy Hook, you said.
And we reported on other people saying that.
And in fact, you've said about some of the people at Sandy Hook. During your coverage of Sandy Hook, you have said they were actually some of the people pretending to be injured in the Boston bombing. You said that.
I don't remember that.
Okay? Shooting of Representative Gabrielle Giffords. You remember when that happened in Arizona?
Yes.
Okay, and you said that was a government mind control operation, right?
I said the guy fit the bill.
Did you say he fit the bill, or did you tell your audience explicitly that was a government mind control operation? What did you do?
I didn't know you were going to bring this up. That was a long time ago.
What about the Sutherland Springs church shooting just down the road from here? That wasn't that long ago. You said that that was fake, an Antifa false flag staged operation, right?
I believe we said that happened.
So for those of you guys that are lost, Alex Jones has been around for, 20 years, 15 years. He is one of the biggest conspiracy theorists. Like, he is like the godfather of conspiracy theories. I don't know when he started, but he's been around since before 2007. I don't know. I haven't checked yet, Bobby. He's been around since like 2007, if not longer. He was on YouTube. He built a fortune, an absolute fortune, just lying and getting these people, these weak-minded people, to believe in his theories. And because he's a narcissist, he was able to convince people of this. And when his trial started, I'm like, this is James Terry. This is Jim. This is Jim's idol. And that's not it. Look, and I said this yesterday. Of course, somebody twisted it, but I'll say the same thing I said yesterday. I hope for nothing more. Jim makes $1 million on YouTube. I hope he gets to 100,000 subs by Tuesday. Just keep my name out of it. That's it. That's all I said. I'm not jealous. I'm not upset. I wish him nothing but the best. Just keep my name out of it. Go do it solidly. Go make your $1 million on you. Just don't make it on me. There's enough channels that I built on me. Just don't do it on me. Go build yourself an empire on your own fruition. That's it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. So this entire trial has been a blast. I agree. But it's just crazy. Like, I cannot, I don't even understand him. Like, dude, you're on a show, like, you're in a trial. They are deciding how much money you make. How much money that you have to pay out. Your fate is in the hands of this jury. Why in the fuck would you be bashing the jury? Why would you put a judge on fire? that is like narcissist 101. I can't even believe he did that. That goes beyond comprehension. Lawyer questions, Alex Jones, bizarre. Is this the one I just played?
So that's why the judges.
That's the one I played already. He is such an idiot, though. He really is a moron. Not on tomorrow. Jury has it. Yeah, closings were today. They're long, though. I just can't believe what a moron he is. What an idiot. His lawyer didn't even know what to say. I don't think he's married. Let me look. I'm not sure. Okay, different Alex Jones. Alex Jones' husband. Is Alex Jones from InfoWars. Looks like he's got an ex-wife and a daughter. Wife of InfoWars host calls Alex Jones unstable. All right. He's only 5'9". He was born February 11, 1974. He's younger than I am. He's 3 years younger than me. All right. He was married to Violet Nichols from November of 07 to March 15. They divorced. They have 3 kids. And then he's married to Erica Wolf from unknown to present. His father is a dentist. He went to Austin Community College. He claimed on the May 12, 2020 episode of the Alex Jones Show that he was offered $3 million for a starring role in the Guardians of the Galaxy as a space captain 6 years before release. Okay. That's not his current wife? IMBD said it is. He's married to Erica Wolf. That's what it says. He's married, 3 children. I don't know. Oh, 3 children is with Erica Wolf? Use logic and reason along with research. You will find a lot of them are true, but if you hear them and say it's outrageous and no research, they're not fair. Like what, Farika? Most conspiracy theories are fake. Most conspiracy theories do not use logic and reason. That's why they are conspiracy theories. Lindsay, I thought you didn't want anyone to know you were Alex Jones's child. So he's like all the other Hollywood idiots. Kind of. Welcome, man. So he's like, Rex, Charlotte, another Veronica. Lindsay, Charlotte, Veronica. Lindsay, Rex, Charlotte, Veronica. Yes, Lindsay's last name is Jones. Lindsay Jones. Lindsay Alexa Jones. I like that. Lindsay Alexa Jones. Too many right-wingers coming on. Good night. Yeah, conspiracy theories are conspiracy theories for a reason. Because that's what they are, conspiracy theories. You use logic and reason, you realize they are conspiracy theories. Hey, Nicole. Good night, Mikey. Lindsay Nicole Jones. No, we like Alexa. Better late than never. Actually getting off soon. These late nights are killing me. I really like you. I will not argue with you. I've done research for many years. I can't write a novel in a comment section. You're too closed. I'm not closed-minded. Name one conspiracy theory that if I look into will prove right. Name one. Just give me one conspiracy theory. No, he wasn't on cable news. Yeah, Sandy Hook was planned by Adam Lanza. That is true. Being a child, LOL super chat should be bigger. Actually, he lost most of his corporate advertisement. Yeah, when he got kicked out of YouTube. When he got off of YouTube and then his social media shut down is when he kind of went downhill. But he was everywhere for like 2016. He was everywhere. Lacey, it's because I read everyone's chats. Most creators don't. Most creators won't read your chat unless you pay them. So they're the ones making all the super chats because people want their voice heard. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to change one day. I'm not going to look at anyone's chat. He may have started with exposing, and now he knows he can line his pockets. The more outrageous statements he makes, the more money he will make. Absolutely. So, Verico, just give me one. Oh, now I'm being so. No, I meant it. I really did. I really did mean it. But Verica, I'm waiting for just one. Show me one. I'm not going to do that. Why don't you go looking at some? I have looked at a lot of conspiracy theories. And they're all conspiracy theories. At the end of the day, they're all conspiracy theories. Nothing changes. It's a conspiracy. You can take circumstantial evidence and put it towards anything. Hey, Suzanne. And you could put it towards anything. It's still a conspiracy. You can make all the dots fit, but it's still a conspiracy and it's not the way it went down. I have never watched an entire episode of Alex Jones, ever. Then, of course, it was planned by he himself if he was a shooter. Hitler had fans too, absolutely. Before you say it, I'm half Jewish. I'm talking about Lindsay being a child of, oh, Rich Babu now. Well, he's not going to be rich anymore. Oh, hell no, Laura will lose so many subs. Now, that's what I'm saying. Just give me one conspiracy theory that turned out to be not a conspiracy. None. That's why they're conspiracy theories. Oh, don't even start with me in Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove is not a conspiracy. Bohemian Grove is also not what Alex Jones made it to be. There's a big difference. I'm not denying Bohemian Grove exists, but it's not what he made it out to be. My phone changed Verica to vertical. Conspiracy theories and conspiracy is separate. True. I'll agree with that. Watergate. That wasn't a conspiracy theory. Aliens at 51's not a conspiracy theory. That's real. Watergate turned out to be real. That's not conspiracies. I'm a fan of Lindsay and not ashamed. I love free thinking people. Really? I see you follow a lot of a crowd. That's what I'm saying. Give me one. She wants me to look one up. Give me one. Where did my other vape go? I'm always missing vapes. No, I get that he has receipts, but it's not what it looked like. He found ways to make money with his products. Who? Alex Jones? Absolutely. That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. Jim is going to be the Bob Jones, the Alex Jones of YouTube. Watch. Just watch. He's going to blow up. As long as he keeps me out of it, he is going to blow up. He's either going to blow up or get shut down. Either way. 911 is definitely not a conspiracy. 911 happened. There's no conspiracy behind 9/11. He doesn't make so much money anymore. Oh, you mean, I see what you're saying. You mean Jim? I think you mean Alex Jones. I was like, he's going to be broke soon enough. So what do you guys think about the Bombshell Tiffany situation today? That got ugly. Put one in the chat if you believe in aliens. I believe in aliens. I totally believe in aliens. Bobby, where'd you send me the email to? Because I know you were given like 3 different emails. There we go. I got it. Molly was being sold on Dolly tonight on Turtle Island, and your picture was in the right corner. Not sure why. Marissa was watching it and streaming on her channel. Okay. Oh, Nicole, you don't know the whole Bombshell Tiffany thing? Poof. Bobby, I would suggest going to my website. Go to the website, energycandles.com, ENERGIE candles.com, and tell me what you like. I mean, I offer like 130 cents. It's only a conspiracy theory that aliens named Alex Jones and the planet X-Ray was sent to Laura's home in Kalamazoo, Michigan to steal gel get vapes. That's it. You got it. Jim is riding a wave right now. It will die out. No, I agree with that, Suzanne. But if he plays his cards right, he could do very well. If he keeps talking about me, his wave's going to be gone. I mean, he had so many people in there so excited that he was going to talk about me. Like, I'm honored. Look for my... I know, one broke. I broke one. I lost one. I have one here, but I don't know where the other ones are. You guys don't know what happened with Bombshell and Tiffany? Bombshell went behind people's backs and got money from them, from Tiffany subs, and took money from them. And Tiffany was really upset, rightfully so. So then Bombshell went live 3 times after that, never even addressed it. And then today, she claims she showed receipts. I watched the live. She did not show receipts. Her receipts were a joke. All she has to do is show the lease to show that it was real, it's all bullshit. So, total bullshit. And I can't believe people bought it. I was really surprised people bought it. But she just gave a sob story after sob story after sob story. AB went live about it tonight. I was going to go live, but I lost a bunch of subs last night from the drama. So I'm staying away from the drama. I got my own drama. But I did want to show that. I couldn't believe that she did that today. Like, I was embarrassed for Bombshell today. I really was. I couldn't believe what she got away with. AB did a good live. I was watching some of it. Tiff was right about putting that out there. I appreciate it. I probably wouldn't have given Bombshell money, but I am appreciative knowing the real deal. Hey, Clarissa. Yeah, I just don't understand why Bomb couldn't just own it. And it was just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit tonight. It was really disappointing. It was disappointing. I couldn't believe the bullshit that was flying out of her mouth. Everything was an excuse. Like, it was Tiffany's fault. It was this one's fault. It was that one's fault. It was everybody's fault but hers. And like I said, the receipts she showed were nonsense. Total nonsense. And she thought she can get away with it. I was shocked. Thank you, Margaret. I really was. I was shocked. I feel bad for the people that gave her money. That's who I felt bad for. And then she played a clip of me and Tiffany fighting in 2019. I'm not going to lie. That clip still fucking makes me laugh. Me and Tiffany had such a blowout. Such a blowout. And it was funny as hell. I'm sorry, but I was cracking up. I mean, I don't know if Tiffany laughed hearing it again, but I laughed. We were just... I don't even know why Bomb played it. I don't know why every time there's an issue in the drama community, they use me and Tiffany's old clips when we fought. I don't even understand it. Why does everybody use mine and Tiffany's old clips? It's hard to prove a theory, a conspiracy theory, something other than what was presented in a situation like the news. So theorists take it apart and theorize on it. It's hard to prove like a case. Not really. You love the drunk Irish? Yes, I am waiting on more beer. Beer scent. I ordered it the day that I sold out of the original orders. But I still got to test a couple. I really shouldn't even be selling them yet. Because my wicks, I got to try different wicks now. And I have other scents that I haven't gotten out yet either. That I haven't put up there yet. I haven't had time. You are live in the YouTube community. What do you mean? Yeah, guys, buy some candles. I want everyone buying candles. I like being busy. I don't care that I don't have time to do other things. I like being busy and I like making candles. Can you pick a pic on the big glass? Yes, I can. The bigger the glass, the easier a picture is, to be honest. You needing to try different what? Wicks. Is largest cases you do on YouTube. We all get together and we theorize. Same thing. It's a conspiracy. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I do wax melts, Avery. Thank you, Amber. Amber, did you get your candle? Where did Athena go? Did she get her candles? I haven't looked. I haven't checked. It's funny. The drama, honestly, she was begging for money like at a job. Thank you, Suzanne. I'm making more of the candle. I'm making more of the, whatchamacallit? I ordered more Irish. I ordered more beer scent, coffee scent, and something else. Apple cinnamon, because I ran out. That's definitely going to be one of them. Yeah, I should be getting... Let me check the order. Hold on. That was... flaming candle? What did I forget? I order from so many different manufacturers. Hey, the good news though, I got into my first Oktoberfest. I'm very excited. Where did I order from? Now I forgot. I do crystals, yes. All candles have crystals. Oh my god, I can't remember where the fuck I ordered from. Hold on. I think I did this one. You think I'd remember? Yeah. Nope. It's not that one. That was April. Alright, so it wasn't there. Let me check my email. I don't remember where the fuck I ordered from. Yeah, it is. That is where I ordered from. Nope. Nope. Oh my god, I don't even remember. When did I order it? I'm horrible. Alright. This is the problem when you have too many emails. Can't remember where you order stuff from. This is bad. Over here. I remember. Whoop. Uh-oh. My computer just went out. Alright, hopefully you guys can still see me. Because my screen went out. All my screens went black. So I'm going to get off. Because I don't even know if you guys can see me. But my computer is like not doing anything. So I'm going to get off. I hope you guys can hear me and see me. Because I can't. Type yes if you can. All right. Both my screens are black. I can't see anything. But I'm seeing you guys through my thing. I built my computer in 2017. I have never even updated it. Like, I need to update it because it keeps crashing on me. I do have a candle named Bombshell. It has nothing to do with Bombshell, though. Camera's up and we can hear it. Yeah, my whole screen is blank. Like, both my screens are black. As long as it's not a blue of death. Yeah, my camera's off because I look like death. But nothing changed for you? I can't even see anything. I mean, I could see my software. But all of a sudden, my screen just went black. Can you do Disney scents like Dole Whip, Haunted Mansion? Pirates of the Caribbean, yes. I have to look and see what the other two are. You can see my belly button. Woohoo! No, I can see my screen. Like, you know, I see the bottom and stuff. They just went black. But I can still, even when I pull up like Chrome, it's black. Everything's black. Pull up Discord, it's black. Oh no, I can see Discord. I can pull up Discord. So weird. And I hit escape and it does nothing. I can pull up from the bottom. My screen's just crashed. Ghost done and hit your house. I hope not. Thank you, Amber. The candle, not your belly button. Oh, you guys got to see what I'm doing next. No, I don't need a new computer. Believe me, this computer we built. Well, my ex-boyfriend built it, and he did a phenomenal job. I mean, I have like blinking lights on it that still work. They literally still work. The coffee definitely smells like coffee. The coffee is one of my strongest scents. The camera's on? No, it's not. It's not on. If you can see me, I look like death. Do a GoFundMe? I don't need a GoFundMe. The only thing that I would do a GoFundMe for, and I was joking around about this, the only thing that I would do a GoFundMe on would be a, whatchamacallit, would be to get candle supplies. I know my camera's not on. I can see it. My hair is up. Good guess. My hair is always up. It's summertime. My camera's not even on. So I know you're lying. No, I could see like what you guys see. I could see that. That I can see. Yeah, you wish I was picking my nose, but my camera's not even on. John Travolta lifelike doll. Yeah, right? No, there's some candle supplies like to make cookies and stuff, but they're expensive. And they want a lot of money. I'm like, hell no. I was like, all right, I'll do a GoFundMe, but then everyone will know. But yeah, they have some cool shit. I see the fillings in your teeth when you yawn. Yeah, I bet you did. Guys, I can see what you guys see. And not on my screens, on my software. OBS, I can see exactly what you guys see. I know my camera's not on. But like, I can't see how many people in here, how nobody's in here. I do have a black cherry. I don't have a regular cherry. I have a black cherry. I'm going to do a night of just candles. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow where everyone like can ask me all the questions they want, scents, wicks, whatever. Maybe I'll do like an all candled night tomorrow night. I just can't believe today's Wednesday. I swear I thought it was Monday. I don't know why. I just did. That's what I want, Amber. They are so much fun to make. I just got to get better at it, but they really are so much fun to make. Just a matter of getting the right wicks and stuff. My most popular scent is, let's see, definitely Fruit Loops. 100% Fruit Loops is very popular. The beer one lately is popular. God, I sell so many. I'm trying to think. What do I sell out of? Apple Cinnamon's very popular. Anything flower, lilac, honeysuckle. I do have citronella. I have a citronella and I have an orange citronella. I have both. Yeah, we can wait till tomorrow. And yes, I have wood wicks. I can't do the wood wicks in the beer, though. I haven't tried it yet. I can try it and see if it'll work. My cam's still on? All right, cool. Yeah, I have honeydew. I have a honeydew melon and I have a honeysuckle jasmine. I have plenty of lavender. I have sage and lavender. I have French lavender. I have tons of coconut. I have a coconut, coconut bay. I have a marina coconut. I have a coconut acai, and I have a few different coconuts. You be my test nut? Yeah, I was actually gonna, I could try it with one of the coffee ones, because I gotta make more of them. But I can try it with one of the coffee ones, stick to wood in it, and see if it'll work. Oh, those Alabama roach bugs things drive me fucking nuts. They're always in the garage. My strongest scent, I have a lot of them. The coffee is very strong. What else? Oh, you know what? Where's my phone? I think I remembered where I just ordered from. Let's see. I can use my phone, I think. Oh. Ah. Hold on. All right. All right. I figured out where I ordered from. Yeah, I will have it on shipped August 1st. Oh, also for you cannabis lovers, that was the 4th scent that I ordered. I ordered apple cinnamon, fresh brewed coffee, beer, and cannabis flower. Let me check shipping. Shipping is UPS ground. And yeah, I have a burgundy rose, which is awesome. I have regular rose, but I have a burgundy rose. The burgundy rose is really strong too. How do I... Oh, there we go. Tracking. Come on, why is this black screen too? Let's go, Skippy. I can't smoke anymore. I'm pregnant. Good, you shouldn't be smoking anyway. You have a weird emoji? It's not a weird emoji. Why is everything black on me? Oh my God. Even my phone is whacked. Well, it shipped on the 1st. I should have it within a few days. This is so weird. No device likes me. Now, Alabama, we get these big-ass fucking beetles. Oh, they're disgusting. And they love light. You smoke an ounce a week? Ouch. Instead of crystals, can you put buds in the cannabis? Yes. If I can find some bud. Let's try this again. I can't believe my computer screen is still black. The cannabis is pretty strong. I think it smells like cannabis. Some people don't. I do. Those beetles have claws. They're disgusting. People don't understand. They're gross. What do you mean, what are crystals? Crystals. Earth's natural love. Someone gifted me a membership. Oh, that's what it is, Nicole. Yeah, Willow, you finally became a member. It's an electronic conspy? Huh? Oh, it's an electronic conspiracy? I'm telling you, it is. It's gotta be. Hold on. Oh my God. Huh? All right, let's try this again. Check shipping. There we go. All right, I will have it today by 7 o'clock. Sweet. So then I'll make them and I'll be able to ship them out by Monday. If I make them if they come early tomorrow, I make them tomorrow. That gives me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, because that's 5 days and then it takes a couple of days to mail. Oh, don't worry, Bobby. I could talk about candles all the time. What is the strangest subliminal message you've ever seen? You don't really see subliminal messages? I guess you do, but... will it not tell me who did it? No, well, I could tell you. It was either, Just a Mom, Lindsay, White Lotus, Good Vibes. They're the ones that did the memberships. So it's one of them. Can't believe it's 2 a.m. 2 a.m. and I'm awake. I used to live in New York City, New Jersey. I never lived in... Well, I shouldn't say that. I did live in Jersey for a minute. But no, Willow, won't tell you who did it. It's a 1 month. First channel I'm a member on. Woohoo! I'm going to be doing a members only chat. Probably Sunday. Most likely Sunday. To welcome all new members. And hopefully you guys keep it up after the month. How'd you end up in Alabama? That's a long story. But I wanted somewhere to raise my kids that had a really good school system. That, you know, everything was close. That it was still like a city-like. That had, you know, good income, good people, educated people. And I landed in Madison, Alabama. I mean, I did a lot of research. I was looking for about a year. I was never afraid to move. Try new places. You know, have the kids try different places. I always liked moving. And then once I knew the kids started junior high school, I had to find somewhere that I liked because I was going to be stuck. And that's where we are now. We're stuck. That's probably why I want to get an RV and travel. because I'm not stuck somewhere. You know, I want to see the world. Please don't do a member only chat. Can't afford a member till after I find a new vehicle and get my candles. Are you really, Clarissa? Aw, you'll think of me always. That was the hardest, finding names. I want to sell my properties and get an RV. It's what I want to do. Come pick me up. We'll travel. I still got 4 years, though. I think you leave it, love. Just reboot when we're done. It should be fine. My graphics card did it. Yeah. I'm sure I need an update somewhere. But I also, my problem is I run so much stuff at one time. I mean, my computer can handle it, but I just run so much shit at one time. I have like layers upon layers of windows open. I just need to shut it down. Because I don't. I get lazy and I just keep opening up more windows. Before you know it, I have like 5 rows of layers. Like I'll exit out, 20 tabs will close, and then I have one underneath with another 30 tabs. And that's on 2 different monitors. So I know it's my fault. Bobby, that's nice, Clarissa. We could convoy. Hell yeah. I'm telling you, I want to do it so bad. So bad. I just think it would be awesome. I don't really want to do it alone, but I think it would be awesome. We don't even get Spectrum here. You don't have a choice though who to give it gifts to. It just kind of hits it. Like if you order 10 and then it's like the first 10 people. Like you can't pick and choose who you gift. It does it like automatically. It just randomly picks 10 people. I think it's like the first 10 people that accept a gift. It's very weird. Oh. So, but I'm going to get off though. It's already 2 and I want to watch the last half of Stranger Things that I was watching. I was trying to tell Sage the 80s were not like this. I mean, it was in a little way, but not totally. So, and I got to finish wrapping some candles. Actually, oils. So, I am going to get off. Because I gifted 20 memberships and damn Dolly got one. Oh, no shit. Not here, though. You didn't do it here. I don't know what chat you were in. Oh, that was nice of you. Huh. Because that's the thing. You don't even know. Because it could be a, hater in there that gets a membership. That's what sucks. You just never know. Yes. The rest of my evening, it's 2 a.m. I'm not doing much. I am going to finish wrapping, make a label for it, put it with the rest, because I got to go to the post office in the morning. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. I promise I'll go on earlier. You have my word. Hopefully Alex Jones gets a verdict tomorrow, and he's got to pay like $10 million for the rest of his life. That would be awesome. But thank you guys for super chats, PayPals, entertainment, and let's find a new case. We need a new good case. We definitely need a good case. We need a new big case. Something good. Something juicy. Something to sink our teeth into and use our smarts and do some research. That's what we need. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. If you guys find a case, let me know. I would love it. All right. Peace.